points, 2 more than Liverpool. With 1 game left, they will now join team automatic qualification for the Champions League. But in that case, the team that finishes in 6th place in the Premier League will qualify. Yes, moving away from that, still talking EPL, of course, as we've got this latest update on Chelsea, as Chelsea have held a meeting with former Spain midfielder Xabi Alonso as they search for a new manager. Alonso is one of the coaches that is being considered for the role. Others include Bournemouth Andoni Iraola and Oliver Glasner of Crystal Palace. Chelsea wants to install a new manager before the World Cup kicks off in North America next month. Football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano wrote on X. He said on Agota, Chelsea have had a direct meeting with Xabi Alonso and the final decision is expected very soon. CFC plan to announce their next manager before the World Cup. Talks are already accelerating. Chelsea also spoke with Iraola, Glasner and Marco Silva as part of their list. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from EPL and moving on to track and field events, where we've got this on Nigeria. Yes, sir. Moving on to track and field events, where we've got these on the Nigerian Women Relay Quartet. As the Nigerian Women Relay Quartet made history at the African Athletic Championship in Accra, breaking the championship record in the women's 4x100 meters to successfully defend their title, while the men's team claimed silver in a dramatic final dominated by Ivory Coast. The women quartet of Rosemary Nwakoko, Jennifer Chukwu Obi, Rosemary Chukuma, and Miracle Ezechukwu clocked 42.94 seconds to become the first team to go under 43 seconds in the history of the event at the African Championship, winning gold ahead of Liberia and the second and Ghana in third. The historic run also equalized the quartet season best and announced Nigeria as the undisputed force in African women sprinting, with the record-breaking performance capping a dominant relay display across the championship. The men team of Favor Asher, James Taiwo Emmanuel, Tajiri Godwin, Chidera Eziako clocked 38.70 seconds of silver, with Eziako anchoring a strong finish that overawed Ghana on the line. However, both Nigeria and Ghana were beaten to gold by Ivory Coast, whose squad ran an impressive 38.52 seconds to take the title. The relay victories added to what had been a strong overall showing for Nigeria at the University of Ghana Stadium, where the championship there started on the 20th of May, on the 12th of May, and will run from to the 17th of May. Yeah, still talking sprinting, where we've got this latest update on Toby Musa, our very own girl, as the world record holder Toby Musa has come out to say she is still hungry for more success after winning her third continental title at the ongoing CAA Senior African Athletic Championship in Accra, Ghana. Amusa claimed Nigerian's first gold medal at the 2026 championship in the World 100-meter hurdles, crossing the line ahead of Zimbabwe Ashi Miller, while another Nigerian, Adaobi Tabugbo, finished third to win her first individual medal for the country. Amusa's latest title adds to a maiden trophy on home soil in 2018 and a victory in Mauritius in 2022. She did not compete in the hurdles at the last edition in Cameroon in 2024. Yes, moving away from that and moving Moving quickly to the transfer scene, where we've got this on Super Eagle winger Chidera Ejuke, as he has attracted interest from Premier League side Fulham and Sunderland ahead of the likely summer departure from Sevilla. The 28-year-old who joined Sevilla in July 2024 has made 25 La Liga appearances this season, but he has only earned 6 starts with injuries and managerial changes limiting his impact at the Andalusian club. His return of 1 goal and 1 assist reflects an inconsistent campaign during which his flashes of dribbling quality have not been backed up with sufficient end product. According to recent reports, Fulham and Sunderland are both monitoring his situation, and they believe his ability to operate on either flank could add a fresh dimension to their respective attacks. Yes, moving away from Chidera Ejuke and still talking transfer, of course. Well, we've got this on Rangers as they are in advanced talk to sign highly rated Nigerian youngster at victory from the Hungarian outfit Zalagazdi. The Light Blues, however, facing strong competition from Portuguese giants Benfica, who have already made an approach for victory. A number of clubs in Germany, Spain, and France are also monitoring the centre back. According to recent reports from Ben Jacobs, Rangers are willing to pay €5 million for the young defender, and the 19-year-old has also shown Zalagazki in the Hungarian top flight this season. He has also scored once in 15 league appearances for his club this season. Yes, moving away from the transfer scene and moving back to this one we've got on the World Cup, and this is coming from no other person but Romelu Lukaku, as Belgium have included striker Romelu Lukaku in their World Cup squad despite concerns over his fitness, with head coach Rudy Garcia admitting the forward is not yet in peak condition following a lengthy injury layoff. The Napoli striker, who recently turned 33, has managed just 7 substitute appearances totaling 69 minutes in the 2025-2026 season after spending 2 months recovering from hamstring injury. As reported by newsman, Garcia said Lukaku remains a key figure for the international team, but acknowledged that he is still working his way back to full sharpness. Romelu has recovered, but he is out of shape, and I am not sure he will be able to start matches, but he is our best striker, Belgium all-time leading scorer, Garcia said. Yes, moving away from Garcia and moving away from Romelu Lukaku. Well, we've got this latest update on Messi and Ronaldo. We've got this latest update on Messi and Ronaldo. Yes, as Lionel Messi's career seemed complete after he led Argentina to victory in 2022 World Cup. But the motivation to keep playing is still there for him and his great rival Cristiano Ronaldo, as the duo prepared to make history at this year's tournament in North America. This will be the last dance for Messi and Ronaldo, who will become the first players to appear in 6 different World Cups 2 decades on from their fresh-faced debut at the finals. They have since become icons far beyond the football pitch. 2 of the most recognizable people on the planet as they head into a middle age and contemplate retirement. Messi appeared to suggest that there would not be much point in carrying on what he skippered Argentina to victory in Qatar. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from Messi and Ronaldo, moving away from them, and moving to the under-20 WWC, the under-20 Women World Cup, of course. Yes, moving away from that. I beg your pardon. Moving away from that. I'm moving back to EPL, of course. Where we've got this on Everton captain Seamus Coleman. As Everton captain Seamus Coleman will end his 17-year playing career with the club at the end of the season. Coleman has made the club. He has made a club record of 372 Premier League appearances for Everton and 433 in total, leaving the defender needing just one more to move into 10th place in the toughest all-time highest. The 37-year-old right back signed from Silgo Rovers in 2009, and then he has been ravaged by injuries in the last 3 seasons, and he has made just 23 appearances over that period. Everton have offered a coaching role to Coleman, who has captained the team 140 times, but he has yet decided he's yet to decide his next move. Yes, on his website, it says, and I quote, coming over here as a 20-year-old from Silgo Rovers to a reserve team, I was just hoping to impress enough to get on the bench. To think I have gone to make the most Premier League appearances for Everton and to become captain of this great football, it was beyond my wildest dream. The club have been unbelievable with me, and they have offered me an opportunity to stay at the football club. The manager and staff have been great, and I think with it being such an important decision over my future, I am going to take a nice long holiday and look back on what has been an amazing time as an Everton footballer. Yes, those were comments coming from no other person but Everton captain Seamus Coleman, as he says that he will end his 17-year playing career with the club at the end of the season. Yes, moving away from that, moving on, where we've got this coming from no other person but Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min, the captain, Son, will turn 34 in July. He's now playing for Los Angeles FC in the Major League Soccer, having left Tottenham Hotspur and the English Premier League a year ago. He had an experienced Korean squad and also features Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Lee Kang-in, Bayern Munich defender Kim Min-jae, and Wolverhampton Wanderers forward Wang Yi-chan. South Korea have been drawn in Group A with co-host Mexico and Czech Republic and South Africa. They will play all the first round games in Mexico and will take on Czech in the opening on this 11th of June. The 6-star striker Oh Young-gyu was also included in coach Ong Myung-bo's 26-man squad, along with Celtic's Yang Hyun-jin and Bamian Park Song-ho, German-born Jens Kastrup and Borussia Mönchengladbach also made the cut. Yes, and that was the South Korean full squad for the World Cup. Yes, moving away from that, moving away from South Korean squad for the World Cup. Well, we've got this, still talking EPL, of course, we've got this latest update on the Premier League, as the Premier League key match incidents KMI panel has confirmed that 3 additional video assistant referee VAR errors they have taken the number of VAR errors this season to 23. The latest findings represent the 35% increase compared to the same stage of last season when 17 errors were recorded. However, the figures remain lower than the 30 errors logged at this point in 2023-24 campaign. According to the panel recently, 3 of the newly identified errors involve penalty decisions, including 2 cases of holding offences that were not correctly sanctioned. One of the most controversial incidents came in Everton 3-3 draw against Manchester City at Il Dixon Stadium. Red-Offs were denied penalty after Bernardo Silva held back midfielder Melon Roll during the corner. Referee Michael Oliver did not spot the incident, but VAR official Paul Howard judged that the holding occurred before the corner was taken and therefore could not be reviewed. Everton manager David Moyes was left furious after the match, saying if that does not get given as a penalty, then it is absolutely free for all from now on. Yes, moving away from VAR and moving towards fixtures that will be played, this weekend. Yes, fixtures. Moving on to fixtures that will be played this weekend. And talking fixtures that will be played today, of course. Well, we've got this international friendly by Republic of Ireland and Grenada. And this will kick off by 5 p.m. today, of course. Yeah, still talking fixtures that will be played today. Well, we're talking English FA Cup. But Chelsea versus Manchester City will kick off by 3 p.m. today. Yes, moving away from that. Still talking fixtures that will be played, of course. Well, we've got this on the English Premier League, where Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest will kick off by 12:30 p.m. today. Brentford versus Crystal Palace by 3 p.m. today. Everton versus Sunderland will kick off by 3 p.m. today. Leeds United versus Brighton and Hove Albion will kick off by 3 p.m. today. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Fulham will kick off by 3 p.m. today. Newcastle United versus West Ham United will kick off by 5:30 p.m. today. Yeah, still talking matches. Beg your pardon now. Those were matches that will be played tomorrow. Talking English Premier League. I will take those matches again. Manchester City versus Nottingham Forest will kick off by 12:30 p.m. tomorrow. 12:30 p.m. Tomorrow, of course. Brentford versus Crystal Palace will kick off by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Everton versus Sunderland will kick off by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Leeds United versus Brighton and Hove Albion will kick off by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Fulham will kick off by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Newcastle United versus West Ham United will kick off by 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, moving away from that, and more still talking matches that will be played over the weekend. Talking matches that will be played tomorrow, and talking Spanish La Liga, of course. Where Athletic Club versus Celta Vigo will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Atletico Madrid versus Girona will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Elche versus Getafe will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Levante versus Mallorca will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Osasuna versus Espanyol will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Rayo Vallecano versus Villarreal will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Real Oviedo versus Alves will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Real Sociedad versus Valencia will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Barcelona versus Real Betis will kick off by 8:15 p.m. tomorrow. And Sevilla versus Real Madrid will kick off by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, still talking fixtures that will be played tomorrow. Talking Italian Serie A, where AC Roman versus Lazio will kick off by 11 a.m. tomorrow. Como versus Parma will kick off by 11 a.m. tomorrow. Genoa versus AC Milan by 11 a.m. tomorrow. Juventus versus Florentina by 11 a.m. tomorrow. Pisa versus Napoli will kick off by 11 a.m. tomorrow. Internazionale versus Hellas Verona will kick off by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Atlanta versus Bologna will kick off by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Cagliari versus Torino will kick off by 7:45 p.m. tomorrow. Sassuolo versus Leeds will kick off by 7:45 tomorrow. And finally, talking matches that will be played tomorrow. Udinese versus Cremonese will kick off by 7:45 tomorrow. Yes, and with that, we have come to the wrap on today's edition of Sports Diaries. We've come to a wrap on today's edition of Sports Diaries. Many thanks to those who made today's program possible. Many thanks to those who are here with me in the studios this morning. Many thanks to you listeners who consistently tune in to iPower 102.7 FM to listen to Sports Diaries. Until next time, I remain your favorite sports diva. Keep loving the game and stay sporting, of course. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend, of course. And bye-bye.